The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First down, they'll start with Algier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here's Algier again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it right side with Haskins. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Hassan Haskins, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken it. Gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Titans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Quickly here, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Algier now up the middle, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You look at this Colt defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback up.
That's caught at the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Algier going straight ahead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's Algier again on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Dumps this one off to Algier. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now a handoff to Algier. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Titan defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action now. Lawrence, they'll roll him out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier to about the 33-yard line.
feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
All right, let's go.
2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense. Coming up that big completion to prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and 12. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts 28. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown, Colts! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point safely through, and it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Lawrence will throw. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. 2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go play fake. Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Out to his left. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First and goal, Indianapolis.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance, as they said.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Again, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
All right, let's go.
On the give, Algier headed left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The throw over the middle taken in. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Copeland. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, kill.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Algier is in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Right through the upright.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Check down, complete to Haskins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mahomes to throw once more. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
That is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so. Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Yellow. Attack.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he fends him off. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A final shot now for Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Colts, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
First off, my name Toe, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I evade valet stuff. Couldn't pay nowadays. All the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me. I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership with drip, you can see me leaking. Be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird, let me fly away. Nelly Furtado. Bye.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been apprised, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on the roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready. Let's get in that end zone.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. This one swung out to Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. White running to the left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.